Interesting musical round. We're back to the regular stuff. So, Avan, welcome here to
Thank you.
Vibrant
Good evening,
Forum.
everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you recently joined here. The first question, your name is there, Edu10 as a sponsor, and so from the word edu, everybody can make out that it's a education company. So, tell us something more about your company and how it started, because I believe it started in Finland, and now you are the Southeast Asia head. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This one came with COVID to me, and before the COVID started, so we were into student travel. So we were organizing international programs for the schools, and suddenly in March you get to know that your business of 10 crores every year is just going to be zero for next few years. You never know how much years. Then we had one more business going on in furniture where we launched a company, and that too stopped in retail, and we had made a huge investment in that also. So suddenly nothing to do, and then I started figuring out where to go move forward. Then I came with the consulting thing because people used to discuss with me about their issues, their business issues, and I formed this company on name of my children, Rhyme. So on the two letters of the first two alphabets of their names, so that was more of a hand-holding the foreign companies to come into India. And then I approached more than 500 companies in COVID, no work to do, and these was one of the company that was selected by me to work with.
Okay, so you actually saying that you approached about 500 companies and you selected this.
Yeah, I got
So-
like response from 30 of them, and then I started working with them and then finalized into this one.
So, before I ask the second question, which I've written here, the other question which comes out is what actually made you select Edutain? What was the critical factor why you selected this company? Was it based on the total market size? Was it based on the product? Or was it based on something else?
So when I was going through this platform, so this is actually a mathematics learning platform from grade 1 to 10 for students by playing games, which was not there anywhere in India, be it the bigger companies, the bigger unicorns that were coming up in edutech. So in edtech sector, I found out that this is a really good platform wherein the students, if in fact I would say as to children of a lower middle class can also engage their students, their children in this platform. Very reasonable platform, and to improve the mathematics, especially the weaker and the average who are afraid of maths. Out of all of us, many of us would be in their student days would be afraid to do mathematical calculations. So this is a solution to this new young generation. By playing games, they learn mathematics.
Correct. So, tell me one more thing, that in the pandemic, I'm also from the education space and very similar kind of space, dealing with schools and colleges and universities. So, selling has become difficult during the pandemic, especially the regular products. So, what selling strategies do you use in India, and what kind of strategies are you using in other countries? If I may ask, which are the countries you are operating besides India?
So for me, I'm looking after the markets in Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and this Southeast Asia region, primarily in India. But yes, post-COVID, a lot of things have changed. We used to get, meet a lot of principals those days before COVID, when we used to travel. Like I myself have traveled close to 5 lakh kilometers in all my last 11 years of entrepreneur journey. And we used to travel a lot just for one meeting, and many of the schools would forget that they have called us. So we would go there, sit for like 2 or 3 hours, and then say, okay, why you've come? So we tell them that that's the purpose you have called us for, to organize some program for you. In COVID, this thing has changed with the online, and we can give demos. I have given close to 400 demos to schools across India in the last 1 year. So I could do this sitting online. I could give more of a quality thing to all my clients, the teachers, the students, and the selling has become easy in that way. But because of edtech sector has grown a lot in the last 2 years, the schools have not been able to absorb the new things, and they are also in middle of the crisis of their financial issues. A lot of schools have closed. So we know that like once we are approaching them, one of the principal told me every day we are getting 30 companies, and it is highly a chance that we are missing all the good companies. So yes, in that way the selling has become difficult. But yeah, with the good platform, you will always get results sooner or later.
So coming to your, the product, like you are teaching maths through games. I incidentally have also started my career teaching maths and marketing for a company called IMS a long time back. And then I, of course, ran a company where a lot of maths was trained to a lot of colleges across North India. Now you are doing it through gaming. Does it actually help and especially in Indian conditions? And the second question is that as a parent, I will be concerned about the, a number of hours spent online, which is already on the increase. So do you think,
that's a thing that we have to, you always have to make a balance between technology and whatever the traditional methods are for any field. Like I was into school travel, I could not figure out how to include technology in that. So we were not able to market ourselves, our product into the, the mainstream where like every company was getting a lot of funding. Any innovative idea would get funds, but yes, we have no technology. It's a purely physical experience. You have to take students outside India. There is no point that I can do something virtual. So talking about this gaming is like one thing the students enjoy, especially in the founding years, like the grade 1 to 6. They enjoy game. You give them a car race, they will enjoy it. Whether doing a car race, they are solving a problem. So that's how we have embedded the gamification and the mathematical problems. Now, talking about your point of parents' concern, we don't give this platform more than 90 minutes for 1 week. So we have strict policy to the schools also that just assign them those exercises, few exercises. That's how we have designed our platform, that it takes around 60 to 90 minutes only for a student to complete that. So that's a positive screen time. The parents have to eventually give smartphones to their kids. Like my kids, they love to play Edu10. I go home, they will say, Papa, Edu10. So that's the interest they will create themselves, that they want to solve problems. And it's a positive screen time. Otherwise, they'll be doing something else or YouTube or something which is not knowledgeable.
So just you're saying that you give them 90 minutes. That's what you ask from the school. Today, Avan is saying 90 minutes to a school principal. Tomorrow, after 1 year, you might say we want 2 periods. That is 180 minutes. And after 5 years, you might want to do everything online or through gaming. So when do you really see, as an expert in this industry, that robots will actually replace teachers completely? Do you think that's possible?
No.
And when, I mean, it's just a thought which just came, that there could be a day, or is it possible? What do you visualize 5 years, 10 years from now?
See, I was in Finland 2 months back. I got to know a lot of things about Finland. The first thing is technology is a supportive measure for you. It's a supplementary thing. It's not a replacement for anything. So be it your enjoyment, be it your physical presence or physical meeting anyone, or education as well. In Finland, this platform was there for 15 years, right? So they have done a lot of research for the amount of animation that has to be done. So we are so much into the product that the parents will eventually get benefit, and we don't want to replace anything. That's my first line, that we are not replacing teachers. But the strange thing is, teachers will ask me, like, do you have some videos where the students can learn themselves? So that's a strange thing where I will ask them, what would be your role, ma'am, then? So we are just empowering you with technology, not replacing you with technology.
Okay. So I would like Rahul Narvekar, who is going to be one of our speakers here, to throw some light. He's actually an expert in metaverse. And maybe when we have dinner and snacks, he can probably throw more light on this particular aspect. So how does this product, compare with other companies like Byju's and some other companies? How does your product compare? Is it comparable to those? Is it in the same space, or are they different spaces?
No, we have competitors from other countries, not in India. But yes, Byju's and those companies are content related. So you make content, you put it for the students to access that. So we are more of engaging things, and it's not being done independent of a teacher. So teachers are required to use this in the school, not directly.
Okay. And this is totally different. Avan actually went to Antarctica once, and I would like to know more about your journey, because it was written in your profile that were you scared? Was it dangerous to go to Antarctica? Yeah,
when we finalized this program with Doon School for planning a trip to Antarctica, I did not know that what to do. So I was the one who was guiding them, but I don't know what to do. And the other thing was, you talking about the fear we had. So I had to do my insurance before going to the trip. So I thought, let's take an insurance. I don't know what's going to happen. So it was really an adventurous trip. I would just post 2 incidents from that trip. It was like the 7th continent I traveled. So I always feel that this has given me a great strength, visiting close to 30 countries and all those 7 continents. And so they used to take us to the zodiacs. So they were motor boats to take us to some expedition from our main ship. Now they were taking us on that Zodiac, and suddenly in the middle of that ocean, or you call it the river, the boat was stopped by that operator. So I thought, what's going on? He said, I just spotted a whale. So I thought, okay, let's go near the ship. Let's go away from that. So he was going into the other direction where the whale was going. And everybody, the foreigners, like there were people from 50 countries, they started out their cameras and just going beneath the boat to see their pic from the water cameras. And then the person said the whale is just beneath the boat. And everybody was so excited, but that's type of experience you have over there. And when they stop the boat, the engine is shut and you have total calm. You feel like you're not in this world. There is nothing, you want to see or you can imagine. Just pure silence. That's what you see there.
Great. So yeah, that will be all. We are out of time, and great to hear your views on the education industry, particularly this gaming thing. And hope and we wish you all the best for your endeavor. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.